Why, hello there. Hi everyone, I'm back in the new house. There's literally no seating in the house. We don't have a sofa, we don't have dining chairs, so the mattress on the floor is gonna have to do. So I'm still living in the city. I spend weekdays in the city, weekends in this home. I was just back and forth, bringing makeup, bringing clothes. So I thought, look, let's bring some makeup down that will live here. I want to share with you while I get ready the makeup that I brought down here. It's like a really super minimal, to me, kind of like a capsule collection of makeup. What made the cut? Like, what did I think I needed down here? 4 bags of makeup. Is that a lot? So I did bring a sunscreen, a brand new one. This is the Mecca one. It's my holy grail sunscreen. It just works really well under makeup. And I always go back to it, and I probably used up maybe like 5 tubes of it. Need some sunscreen today. It is 34 degrees today. This is Melbourne, and Melbourne gets weird weather. It's mostly cold during the year, and then it decides to be hot for a few days of the year. So that's what has happened this week. Because I finished my Lisa Eldridge highlighter, which I loved, and I would repurchase if I didn't have so much makeup to go through still. I did bring the Auric Glow Lust, which I've been using in conjunction with my concealer because I get really dark under here. So I use just a little bit. I also brought down my Hello Fab Bendy Avocado concealer. This is my favorite concealer. I've just repurchased another one so I can have down here because you get to a point where you find something that really works for you and you just keep buying it unless they reformulate it, which has happened to a few of my favorite products. It's definitely thicker than the Lisa Eldridge one, and then go in with my concealer. If you have dry eyes, try this concealer out. These two and the Mcgrath Foundation, which I haven't used in a very long time, are the 3 base products that I brought down here. And I feel like that's gonna cover me. I like the Mcgrath one because it gives light to medium coverage, and I just don't feel like I will be wearing full coverage foundation down here. And I was watching Mariam's video where she was testing out showing all her foundations. I think I have about 10. I still actually don't wear foundation. On the daily basis, I do concealer and powder, and I put a mask on. We still need to wear masks inside. I rarely go out anywhere, and I just wear a mask everywhere. So I am trying to avoid it as much as possible. There are quite a few people at the moment in my building who've gotten it too, so really careful. The other day, my mom Glenn, 20, the whole entire hallway. I know I have this pathetic tiny little mirror that I'm using. I used to use one of those magnifying ones, but I'm not sure if I can see my face up close these days. In terms of brushes, I did actually bring, so I brought the Ella brush, which I love these Ella foundation brushes. I bought several because I like them a lot. I've also brought their powder brush too. So I brought these 2 powder brushes. I also brought the Refa 05 brush, which is a nice powder brush as well. I kind of like it for blush, for setting powder. I have this dirty Zoeva brush, which it's the shape that I like because again, I can do blush and bronzer. And then I actually didn't bring very many eyeshadow brushes. I don't know why. I brought the one I bought in Japan, which is a nice small flat brush. I like using that for under the eye. I have I think a brush that I was using to blend out my liquid eyeshadow, a small crease brush, and then a blending brush, which is a old MAC one, back when they were making their brushes in Japan. So this is quite minimal for me. If you've seen my brush collection video, you'll see that I have probably over 100 brushes. So this is really minimal for me. So I'm gonna do powder. It's hot today. I might be sweating some of it off. I'm using the Benefit Hello Happy Powder Foundation in 4, which actually gives really good coverage. When I look at myself with foundation, I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of makeup. And then I did bring 2 blushes. So I brought my beloved limited edition, but they have something similar. Suqqu Pure Color Blush in 102. It's got an orange shade, which you see I have panned quite a while ago. And then I have the Hourglass shade. The thing has rubbed off on the back. It's one of the ambient lighting powders. I'm pretty sure it's Radiant Light. This is the second one I am using because of the first one I've gone through. Both of these are really good, so I thought, look, let's just bring them down here. I've got plenty of blushes. I'm gonna use the Suqqu one today because I haven't used it in ages, and I love the Suqqu blushes. I think if you want to try Suqqu, I always tell people the blushes go for the blushes. They have this really nice sheen, but they don't emphasize the skin texture, which is definitely one of those things that you pay more attention to as you start getting more of the skin texture over time. By the way, if I have paint in my hair, please ignore that. I've been painting the house and I do tend to get paint everywhere. So a bit of the bronzer, contour. The only brow product I brought was the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown. I didn't use this product for ages and I forgot how much I loved it. And I was like, why did I ever stop using this? I like that it has the brow brush at one end. When Sephora was having sale, I bought like 3 of them because I knew I was going to use them up. I mean, with daily use, this goes up pretty quick. Eyebrows is boring, so we're gonna go. Did that work? Did that transition work? I feel like one of my eyebrows today is a little bit angrier than the other, but... And then of course I brought an old mascara because I like to use an old mascara to sort of tame the brows a little bit, so... Okay, eyeshadow products. Brought my trusty old Shadow Insurance, which is out of stock everywhere. I don't know, are they reformulating it? Too Faced is reformulating a lot of this stuff. You can't even find like a chocolate bar powder anymore. I don't know, I must be so behind on the makeup news. Then I also did bring my Kosas 10 Sequin Liquid Eyeshadow, which I found out from a Little Night Makeup, comparing the old one with the new one. I didn't even know they were reformulating, but as soon as I found out they were reformulating, I bought another one because this one is nearly finished. And I also did bring 3 eyeshadow palettes. I was like, which ones should I bring? I have so many eyeshadow palettes. We've got my Viseart Warm Mattes palette, which looks really used now. And it is really old. It's from 2017, and I definitely notice it doesn't wear as well as it used to. I mean, it was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I just can't stop using it, but I have started using other palettes to replace this because I just do notice that the quality is not quite there as it used to be. Then we have the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette. I just remember enjoying this palette. It's got a lot of shades that I think work really nicely. And then I brought the Desi and Katie Friendcation palette, which is an oldie but a goodie. I feel like so many of these, you know, metallic shades are just beautiful. So I wanted some color options too. I'm gonna show you my lip options as well because I think I might do lipstick first. So I brought these ones here. I brought 2 of the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks because I have 2 of these already at home. One is Velvet Fawn, one Velvet Affair, neutral colors. Pillow Talk, Charlotte Tilbury. I've got 2 of these again at home, so I thought, let's just bring one. I don't wear this that much actually, but I like the smell of it. It smells like chocolate to me. Does anyone else find that? I brought the Glossier Cake Lipstick. I actually won this in a Glossier giveaway that Matilda on video did. It's a really nice shade. I mean, the texture isn't that nice on the lips, let's be honest. It feels dry, but the color is great. I did bring 1 lip gloss. I actually wanted to bring a Suqqu one, but I couldn't find it. Actually, you know what? I think it's in my bag. Voila, it's here, my Suqqu lip gloss. It has a slight orangey tint, but it's quite a clear gloss and I love it. It's limited edition, but they have a huge range of glosses and it's actually probably my favorite lip gloss formulas of all time. So yeah, 1 Pat McGrath one in a nudie beige shade and 1 from Suqqu. I've got the Eccentric Cosmetics kind of liquid lipstick, but it's a very, very creamy formula and it's in the shade which I love. Namib Sand, it's a brand that I really love. I actually did bring a couple of liners as well from Eccentric Cosmetics. And then these 2 melt lipsticks, which is 1 in Mum and 1 in Pink Heels, which I recall really enjoying the shade. I wanted to use Pink Heels. I just recall that I liked this shade and I don't often wear pink, but I thought let's just wear some pink today. So what does this shade look like? Oh, it is very pink. Okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna wipe that off. I'm just gonna be boring and do a gloss. It's just comfortable and I still love comfortable makeup. I just love how juicy it makes the lips look. It doesn't emphasize lines. Why don't I use this Sweet Talk palette? It's a palette that I haven't used in a very long time. I've used this palette before and done eye makeups with this before, which is documented on this channel. So if you want to see eye looks with it, then I'll probably put that in the cards somewhere. Do you remember when these shades were popular? I have no idea what's popular these days in terms of makeup. I'm still seeing a lot of multi-chrome stuff. I feel like that's still huge. at least from what I can see on my very, very limited knowledge of what's new in makeup these days. I'm gonna put a little bit of liner on there. Edge of Space is my go-to color, so it's gonna be the one I'm gonna show you here. I love these eyeliners because of the very fine liner tip. It makes it very easy to use. See how fine that liner tip is? The kind of mini wings. And of course I did bring my lash curler from Suqqu. I need to buy another one because I love this eyelash curler and it's getting old. And I want to have one down here and one in the city home. Mascaras, I've got my Fairy Drops Lash Mascara, Scandal Queen, and the MAC Extended Play Gigaback Lash. And you know what, whenever I use this mascara, it actually, I remember Mel Thompson recommended this lash, these ones, because she used them specifically for her under eye, and it just reminds me of her when I bring this, you know, mascara out. This is using the makeup, the very small collection of makeup that I brought down here, which again, to some people might be like, this is a lot of makeup. This is all the makeup that I usually have. But I feel like if you're watching this channel, you probably have a lot more makeup than me that I brought down here. Just a feeling. I hope you guys enjoyed this Get Ready With Me. It's been a long time since I've done one. Do you guys have a capsule makeup collection? Are you like a minimalist now that the pandemic has been here for 2 years, going on 3 years? You'll be seeing probably more of me shooting down in this house because the lighting's way better and I'm just down here every weekend, which is when I get most of the time that I do have to film these videos for you. I hope you guys have a lovely day, week ahead, and I'll see you next one. Thanks for watching.